The local police chief always said, it could be worse. Every time there was a crime, no matter how terrible, he would hear the details from his officers and say, it could be worse. One day, police were called to a beautiful house on a quiet street that belonged to a wealthy local businessman and his wife, the Dunwoodies. When they arrived, they found the front door open and heard the sound of crying from the kitchen. The wife was sitting in a blood-drenched negligee at the kitchen table, crying hysterically. The husband was sitting calmly across from her, his hands covered in blood. He sipped a coffee. Bloody footprints led up the stairs to the master bedroom. A naked man was face up on the bed with a knife protruding from his chest. His clothes were on the floor, and there was $1,000 cash sitting on the nightstand. The investigating officers immediately called for the chief to come to the scene. You know what he'll say, said one. It could have been worse. A while later, the chief arrived along with the crime scene unit and a couple of detectives. The chief winced as he looked at the bloody scene in the bedroom, and then walked away, shaking his head. Well, it could have been worse, he said. One of the cops, feeling brave, called out to him, Chief, I have to ask, how? I mean, a man is dead, his family is destroyed, Mr. Dunwoody found out his wife is a high-priced escort and committed murder, and now the Dunwoody's kids' lives are ruined. How could it possibly have been worse? The chief looked at him for a moment. Well, for one thing, if this had been yesterday, the dead guy would have been me.